just gonna start rolling. So we just want to send a shout out to Rich and Kent and Becky and Phil. That's really cool. So they're all watching already. So say hi to them.
Well, hello everybody that's watching right now.
Yeah. So, well, actually, so we're here to talk about.
She says they are, but
Oh,
I can't see you, but I believe her.
honey, you just gotta trust me. Just gotta trust me. So, we just thought we'd do something kind of different this year, and create a live feed so that you guys can hear straight from Johnny a little bit about what you can expect from this year's festival. So, but I know, Johnny, before we get into the details of the festival, we've had some folks reach out to me and to you and to others kind of worried about your health and all that kind of stuff. And I know you've been really kind of under the weather a little bit and not quite yourself since December. So, but you've been doctoring lately and things are starting to look up.
Yeah, it's the thing, you know, man. I've had problems with my heart since 2008. But I'm doing fine in that department. I got one pretty much knows they had a pacemaker put in about 3 years ago. But my voice has been going in and out, and it's really been bothering a lot of people that talk to me because I sound really weak.
Yeah, and it's hard to understand you sometimes.
So I've been going to the doctor about my voice, and that just kind of pertains to I've been bloated, and I'm not taking my pills
like you should. Any nurses out there that want to be Johnny's private nurse? Give him his meds.
Yeah, there you go.
Would you like that?
Got a 4-bedroom house. Once slept in by Johnnie Bolin.
Oh, God. We don't want all those shenanigans going on. It's just taking your meds. All right. So
yeah,
you're feeling pretty good?
I've been seeing the doctor all week this week and a lot of tests, and he said, you know, you really have to be true to those your prescribed drugs because like Lasix, I wasn't taking it, and that's like
I know.
Anyway, but back in the ballpark.
Yep, feeling better.
Yeah, feeling better.
And you're ready to roll for the 2024 Last Ride Johnnie Bolin Music Festival, otherwise known as the Bolinfest, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got some really cool things happening this year. A big, big change from last year. Lots of things that are different.
I thought about that today. You know, it's just quite a bit different than the norm, you know.
Yeah.
But you were saying something, but I just wanted to say that I kind of wanted to do a lot of things that Tommy really liked in his music life. You can tell by his albums. Like, you listen to the teaser. There's reggae, there's jazz, there's blues, there's rock. And we kind of, well, we did have all that really. We had Alphonse.
Right.
And stuff like that. But, you know, just based a lot of that stuff, not so much just on rock all the time, you know.
Sure.
Not rock.
Because Tommy played a big variety of styles.
You know, and what would he want to hear? And,
sure.
And I kind of told a story about Todd, and I know he really liked it.
And we're going to get to that.
Yeah.
So I promise you that. So, okay, cool. Well, you know what? And this is also, whether people know it or not, this is the 30th year anniversary, so to speak. We use that in air quotes because the dates vary depending on when you decided it was really a big festival, okay? But, so you've moved it from the Icky Nickel to the Marquee, and you're working with Mitch Martin and Mark Martin on putting this thing on. So do I understand that there's going to be 3 different stages?
Yeah, we'll have the indoor Marquee stage, and then we'll be starting out at 2 o'clock with a real jazz band. I mean, like Russell Lizette and Glenn Weissman and Terry Brooks and Eddie Dunn. And, well, that's what they do where they live. I mean, Russell plays predominantly jazz, and
Right.
San Diego. So does Glenn. Terry bops in and out. And
Right.
he does Strictly too. And
So there's nothing like a little
people
bit
say to
of.
me all the time, wow, that, like, let's say Glenn. Why does he play more? Well, he's really a jazz guy, but he can play rock. I mean, all can play rock.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna start
So,
on one stage.
it's going to be just jazz.
Start on one stage and move around to others.
Yeah, that's
so
what
you've
you
got
do.
the indoor stage. What else do you have?
Well, we'll do the first band indoors, so I want everyone to hear the close-up of those guys really playing the jazz.
Sure.
And
Then you're gonna move outside?
Change the scenery, yeah. Then we'll move up to the patio and have two bands out there. One's kind of undecided, but we'll get to the other.
Yeah, and then you've got a street stage too, right?
Then you bring it back out on the street.
Yeah. So you're gonna be outdoors, and when you're looking at the stage, which I hear is going to be really cool. I visited with Mark Martin this morning, and it's going to be a pretty big deal. So when you're looking at the stage, then you're going to be looking all the way down 4th Street, because they'll have the whole block roped off. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's going to be really cool, really different.
It's a triad. You go to, there's 3 different nightclubs in one building. They do that a lot in Kansas City's got a real nice area. Well, most big cities have. They got it set up.
Right. Now, one of the things about this particular venue is there's lots and lots of seating indoors, and we've got good seating out on that patio area. The street stage is going to be best served if at least some of the locals can bring a lawn chair, right?
Yeah.
I think that's
It is free dance. A lot of people love to stand. They'll end up standing, but at least have an option to sit down or stand, and then or pop in back and forth and
right.
Because the merchandise, a lot of it, I think, will be inside.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to just
walk in, walk
depending on
out.
what kind of days, really hot or
So that way, if it is hot outside, you can step in and get some cool air.
And by the time we get outside, it won't be till like 5, so it's starting to get a little cooler.
Mm-hmm.
And then you tell them about the curfew if you want to.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we need to. Well, we can actually talk about it during the lineup if you want to, or we can do it now. So the city of Sioux City has a noise ordinance that requires all the, I wouldn't call music noise, but some people do, since there's an apartment complex right across the street, right?
Brand new one,
Yeah, and so we have to keep the music outdoors, shut off by 10, is it 10:30, I think? 10 or 10:30.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll move it inside.
Right back in, yeah. And leave it where we left off.
Right.
Yeah. One thing we were going to do was, and we talked about it every year, but is All-Star Band in Miami, where that's.
Oh.
And they do, the fan jams, really important. We're getting a lot of the players that play.
Yeah.
But the schedules are all different all the time with everybody.
Right. So we'll be making a post. We'll be making a poster that tells, as we get it completely solidified, which bands are playing at which time on which stage. So everybody will know where to go.
By 10:30, we got to go inside.
But by 10:30, we got yeah, or we're all going to jail. Right? We get shut down.
Don't go down to teasers.
Right? Well, I suppose you can.
Well, of course, I'll probably be down there.
Jeez. So, but locals, please bring your lawn chairs with you if you want to sit outside and watch the street music, and have a comfy old chair for your hiney. So past festivals have been 2 nights of the Fan Jam, right? Where we have 2 incredible host entities for the Fan Jam. We've got Dean Christopher, who really kind of puts that whole Fan Jam thing together, and he's so invaluable. And his beautiful wife, Alicia, she's going to always be helping with that. Okay, so we've got Dean. We're featuring Dean and his music and his Fan Jam that kind of makes it quite a multi-day event. And then we've got Billy Holmberg and his band, the Bang Gang,
Right.
not to be confused with last year's poster. So between those two different acts, we're very grateful to those guys for putting on the Fan Jam, and it gives them a chance to really showcase their best stuff. And then it gives the fans an opportunity to play and get up there and jam right along with them.
And we encourage them to really please come up and let Dean or what was ever on the show at that time. They want to play, and we'll put your name down and
right.
And get you up and play. And
in years past, that's been a pretty successful thing, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. A lot more when we used to stay at the hotel. We were playing the jam act because your room was right there.
But this year, the rooms aren't too far away still.
No,
not in the same facility, but
it's a block away to the Marriott.
Yeah.
You can come out and letting people know.
Yeah. And so if folks want to go ahead and take a look, you're viewing right now through the Johnnie Bolin Festival group. If you want to go ahead and take a look in that group, Dean and Alicia have made a post about the details for the hotel and how to contact them and how to book your rooms. So they've reserved some rooms for us at a pretty decent rate in this day and age. So yeah, so again, check out the information in the Bolin Festival group, and you'll get some more information on that, very detailed from the horse's mouth. So anyway, the past festivals have been 2 nights of Fan Jam. It also includes the Rock and Blues reunion at the Marquee, and then of course the festival itself. This year, there's something really exciting happening, actually starting this weekend and going through the middle of August, and that is the Johnnie Bolin exhibit at the Sioux City Public Museum.
Right.
How did that happen, Mr. Bolin? I know we took the last load of stuff over there last week. How did that come to be?
Well, it was about 10 years ago.
In a brief
when they were
way.
building it,
Okay.
And we were 501c back then. Anyway, we contributed whatever we had, which and I got involved with the museum that way. We donate proceeds from our venue to them. Anyway, and with me and Steve Hansen started talking one day about you should get Tommy stuff, bring some stuff down here. So they came over to my house and they looked around, and they came back later and go, I didn't know if they liked it or not, and I go,
they're probably overwhelmed with the stuff that you have in this
I
house.
all nicely displayed and everything.
Right.
And I came back, and Matt, the curator,
Yeah, at the museum.
yeah,
He's the one kind of responsible for creating and
he came over and goes, well, what do you want to give us? I go, I don't even take anything you want to take. And they took it all.
yeah. So I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit. Anybody who's been to Casa de Bolin before knows that this house is just absolutely filled with memorabilia on every wall, and you can see by the walls behind us, a lot of that stuff is now gone. So let me span back here just a little bit. Oh, look at these bare walls, you guys. So for those of you that haven't had the opportunity to look at those bare walls in the Bolin house before, so much really cool stuff. And part of that is what's in the museum exhibit.
Well, we haven't seen it yet, but a lot. And I told them, we got a bunch of stuff. Just, we'll get it down here.
Yeah, yeah.
Believe me, we got enough stuff. So anyway, this year I thought, it's kind of like I wanted to become more of a, in my mind, like since it's been 10 years for everything, and we're losing some people, and
Bolin fans are getting old.
And I want, there's ever this song called See My People Come Together. I wanted more, we're all together.
Yeah. No, that'll be
And
really
I started
cool.
at the museum, and then we'll go right into the marquee, into the
Yeah.
Marriott's right there. And, you know.
And the museum is right downtown too, just blocks away from the festival site. So be watching the Tommy Bolin Festival group for more details about the exhibit. And we're hoping that you can maybe come a day early and go up to the cemetery and take a peek at Tommy's grave. Go see the museum exhibit at the Sioux City Public Museum. It just really lends to a pretty cool experience, don't you think?
Yeah, and he's got he'll be showing slides.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's got that set. I really don't know what he's got in story because he doesn't. He's a busy man. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yep, he's a professional.
You know,
it'll be exciting.
You'll love it, and it was really. But I'll just tell you real quick.
Real
10
quick.
years ago.
Oh God.
we didn't really have the Facebook. I mean, letting people know that was down there.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah.
By the paper, well, what do they say in the news? Or you have to walk in there and see Tommy stuff.
Yeah.
Now there's ways of getting people to go down.
Yeah. Social media is a great way to advertise.
Yeah.
So we'll be plugging a lot more stuff. And it sounds like the exhibit will do nothing but expand over the several weeks. It'll be there starting Saturday, May 25th and ending mid-August after the festival. So if you go on the very first day, a month later, there may be a few more artifacts there that weren't there before. So stay tuned for more on that. So we're kind of excited about the festival. We've got new merchandise that we're going to have available. 3 different t-shirts. Johnny's gotten super creative and asked me to design
and
3 t-shirts.
probably close to 10 brand new records out.
Yeah.
The color discs.
Yep. We'll have
Because
CDs
I recently signed with Cleopatra Records, and they have already put out 3 records already.
Right.
And I just signed with them in November.
Right. It's exciting. So I would encourage folks to go to Cleopatra Records website and plug in Tommy Bolin, and they have a lot of cool Tommy merch that's available too. Yeah, they really are. So that's exciting. But we'll have 3 new designs that nobody's ever seen before. And we'll have caps and God, what else? I should have written this down. But several different things that we haven't had for a while. So
and the museum has so many other things. People don't go down there enough like they should. I mean, I'm not now going to preach to anybody, but I only go down maybe if there's some, because I've been down there a few times, but it's a great place. A lot of people in the city have never been down there.
Oh, are you going back to the museum thing?
Yeah, talking about people go down anyway.
Right, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, we want them to go check it out. So, and check out the new merch at the festival. And if you can't get to the festival, then we'll be putting it on the website to be able to be sold after the festival on the website.
Right.
So they're not completely out of luck if they can't make it to the festival. So that the big question is the lineup for the day. So in no particular order, and this is subject to be added to just a little bit too. So, but the primary folks that we've got going, you talked already about the jazz quartet that will play for just a little while. And so that's kind of exciting.
There's a real gray area for the second band because we overbooked, but we got 3 on hold because...
Well, and again, no specific order, or we haven't talked about a timeline yet.
That'll be a surprise.
Yeah. So, and can we count on the Tommy Bolin Tribute Band again this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
We do, still down the patio area. We'll do a band. And we'll do a band called Wainwright. Wayne McFarland.
Right.
And, he was in the band ipso facto,
yeah.
and he plays the city several times. But no, it's his own band, and they played the Vanguard a few times.
Yeah. So Wayne McFarland is going to be playing with his group. Yeah. And if you want to get a taste of Wayne's talents, and it's, by the way, if you Google this guy, it's Wain Wayne, which is kind of cool.
Wayne, yeah.
And or maybe you Google ipso facto, you can get a chance to take a peek at what his talents and skills are.
Yeah, because it was basically reggae, but now it's
something different.
Well, yeah, he's a Hendrix fan, and he plays to a banjo, and it's a different kind of band.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So, and another dedicated performer is Russell Bazette in the East West Band. He's coming down again this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been there a solid 20, 25 years.
Russell.
But, some of these guys are from here. I mean, they like coming home.
Yeah, and Russell is from here. One of Tommy's old drummers.
Kelly and the Kelly Bunch. And,
yeah. They come in from all over the country.
Yeah, they do anyway, but I mean...
Those West Coast guys are pretty dependable. We're excited, and we're so grateful for those guys, for Phil and for Russell and Ellen. So, yeah, they make a long trip to get here. So, let's see, what else? We'd already talked about Wayne McFarland and company. And then we have the possibility, or the probability, we are going to have an all-star band, right?
The all-star band.
Any special guests? Anybody that you want to talk about?
No, we did mention Indigenous again.
No, we didn't. I'm saving that for last because they're the big one. Or maybe the big one.
Of course, I played with it. I don't even know, but Jim Dandy says 30 years, and then it's 35, somewhere between 30 and 35 years I played with them. Well, they probably played up here a good 20, close to 25 times.
Yeah.
The Bolinfest every year.
He's dependable too. That's a good friend.
Well, yeah, man. I was with his band. It started out me just singing. In '89 when I joined. We're not playing this week, Jim. I go up to Sioux City and do this thing for Tom, and he goes, "Why don't we do it as Black Oak?" I go, "Is that what you want to do?" I mean,
it's a pretty generous offer.
He's at a pizza place, and I said, that would be great.
Right.
So that's when it started. It was in '89.
Yeah.
And we took the time off because we couldn't book it. So it has been.
Yeah. So Jim Dandy and his sweet Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy.
Are going to be back this year.
Sammy's so fine. That's her last name. Big Daddy mentioned to me, "You can have Jim ever?" I go, "I'm not in the band no more because I retired my past, during
right, yeah.
COVID. He was original. Him and Jim have had the band since 1964. And Jim take some time off, and he just basically said to me, if you can move down to Black Oak,
oh geez,
he
yeah,
moved from Memphis to Black Oak. I said, no,
yeah. You have had quite a history with Jim and Black Oak, so I think people are going to be really excited if they haven't seen him before to be able to see him and probably shake a hand and take a picture. Yeah.
I miss him. I really do. I love that band.
Yeah.
He played a lot of places in 30 years.
Anybody else playing in the All-Star Band that you'd like to mention?
Well, it'll be. Okay. A guy named Ed Mundell was with a band called Monster Magnet.
Damn, you guys should Google him too. Ed Mundell, he's incredible.
He's
What's that? I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying if they want to get a feel for what he's like, Google him. He's great.
It's a metal band, but he was with them for quite a while. And they had a hit, a couple of hits they played on the other station all the time. So
right, yeah.
And then between now and then, whoever decides they're going to come down, we'll keep informed.
Yeah. So things are still
that should be a lot of fun. I mean,
moldable.
I said, well, what songs do you want to do, Jim? See, Jim sang 4 songs of Tommy's on the record.
Right.
We did.
Yeah.
He goes, well, I'll sing the songs we did. And I go, well, and we'll go because we can do anything we want.
Right. That's cool.
And he said, I'll do any Rolling Stone song you put out there.
So we might be doing some Rolling Stones then for the All-Stars.
There's some really cool classic.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Tush, Born to Be Wild. I'm talking about Give Me Shelter and Bitch Not. I don't mean to swear, but no. Just some Stones tunes.
Right.
As well as whatever else we come up with.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's
So
great.
it'll be a lot of fun. It will really be, start band.
Okay. Sounds fantastic. Let's see. So there's one more band to mention, and that's the big band on the outdoor stage. We're going to have a band that's ridiculously incredible from right here in our region. Indigenous, yeah?
Indigenous are coming this year. I've been trying to get them for a while. And, of course, they're out doing they're just busy. Just
National tours and all that jazz.
Just happened to be when we were playing that night, and got lucky and
Yeah.
I don't know if but the guitar players did that Jimi Hendrix tour for probably 10 years.
Right?
With all those other guitar players.
Yeah, they've got some incredible folks. And they're from just about what?
They're from
35,
Marty,
45?
South Dakota.
I was
Marty,
thinking
yeah.
it was Yankton, but Marty, South Dakota. Okay, very good. Well, we're excited to have them. They're going to be incredible. You guys will be blown away. Again, I would go ahead and have folks, if you're curious about what Indigenous sounds like, Google and play some of that music.
Several records out.
It's pretty darn awesome. So let's see.
So merchandise, autographs, everything we can set up. It'll be a lot easier because we're opening up the whole place.
Yeah. Nope, it'll be cool. Lots of merchandise, and you're going to be autographing some items, right? Some photos and some drumsticks.
Yeah, we got all that, yeah.
So that'll be a cool experience for the Tommy fans. Actually, the 2024 Last Ride Festival buttons are at the printers as we speak, and we're hoping that they're going to be available for distribution right around June 1st. So obviously they will be available on the bolinbros.com website. Where else can people find buttons that they can purchase for admission into the festival?
Usually we had a whole lot of places that were selling them, but that, of course that's not their main source of income is Tommy Bolin buttons.
Right.
So some did well and some didn't.
So we're doing...
So Marty's
Tap.
My neighbor.
We'll have some, sure.
I've always put some in Marty's.
Yeah.
And then Mid-Bell, our buddies.
Mid-Bell Music. And we need to send a shout out to Phil at Mid-Bell. He's watching right now.
That's right.
So he's watching
and the gang of them Marty's.
Yeah, that's exciting. And then so we got Marty's and we got Mid-Bell. We're going to be able to find some buttons at the Marquee?
Marquee will have them either in the green room or in the Marquee itself.
Sure.
They're connected anyway.
So for the locals, that's where you can get them here in Sioux City. And then we'll have them again available for shipping through bolinbros.com.
They really look good. We had to look at the t-shirts. They're going to really look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm excited about those
this
things.
year too, I think. I don't know.
Do what?
Merchandise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, and it'll be a cash-only sales for t-shirts and all the other merchandise. But I talked to Mitch this morning and I said, hey, you've got an ATM at the Marquee, don't you? He said, we sure do. I said, you make sure it's stacked with dollar bills so that our folks can make sure and not have to travel with cash, but they can get it right on site. So that'll be cool.
And then we'll have our auction and a raffle.
Yeah.
A couple guitars to give away.
That's really exciting.
A really nice one to sell.
Well, when we talk about the whole Marquee deal, and I again talked to Mitch this morning, we talked about food because I said, hey, you guys gonna do the food, or we're gonna need to bring in some food trucks, or what's the scoop there? So what Mark has told me, did I say Mitch before? I actually meant Mark. Mark said that inside the green room, and for those of you that aren't familiar with the marquee, Mitch has created a second venue that's really kind of attached to or next door to the marquee.
So,
yeah, and so they're going to have pizza and different types of hors d'oeuvre kind of food in there. And then on the outside, they're going to have an open flat grill, and they're going to be doing hamburgers and hot dogs all damn day long. So as far as food goes, you should be able to get everything you need right there at the festival.
It sounds like a really neat setting. I mean, I picture, I even came to my mind that patio. I'm thinking, who could we put in there? I thought, maybe Jimmy Buffett tribute.
There's so many possibilities, but some of those folks are pretty expensive. Festivals actually, as a whole, are really expensive to put on. And so, bless Dean Christopher's heart and his beautiful wife, Alishka, they have created a little something new this year. In previous years, we have had a separate GoFundMe for the festival and a separate GoFundMe for Fan Jam. This year, it's all connected.
That we're connected.
Yeah, it's all the same pot. So we just really strongly encourage folks, if they have $2 in their pocket or $100 in their pocket, to help Johnny with the expenses of the festival. We will put the link to the GoFundMe account in the comments below this video.
Yeah.
And that way they can go straight to it. Or you can also find it on the Tommy Bolin Festival group page that we've got going too. So, any parting words that you want to say to your beautiful
I'm just really
Tommy
anxious
fans?
this year to just, it's something different. It's just something different. And I just feel really at home. And I'm not going to get into politics, but, where things are,
It's time for new opportunities and a new shift. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, we're excited to see everybody there. So,
Absolutely excited. And guys, I'm sure they'll have a good time.
Yeah, I know they will. So to just recap, the exhibit starts May 25th at the Sioux City Museum, goes through mid-August. The festival itself will begin with Fan Jam Thursday and Friday, August 1st and 2nd, and the festival itself on August 3rd. And we'll also, as usual, have the opportunity for folks to see the Rock and Blues reunion at the Marquee.
Let's stay posted with the updates and then how you do that stuff.
Yeah.
That's your guys' deal.
Yeah. No, exactly. We've got a lot of folks reaching out saying, hey, let me know how I can help. So trust me, I'll start contacting you guys and start maybe seeing if you want to really lend a hand. So, all right, guys, excited?
See ya all over the place.
All right. See you guys.